We have all heard it, that 80% of the ocean remains unexplored, that we know more about Mars than our own seafloor. But here is a question no one asks. Do we even understand what is on land with us? Because scattered across this planet are things that should not exist, artifacts older than history, structures modern machines could not build, tools made without metal by people who did not even write, objects that exist physically, undeniably, yet their purpose, creators, and even their existence defy science. These are 7 real discoveries that remain unexplained. And no, this is not fiction. Everything you are about to hear is real. In a quiet Yale library, locked behind glass, is a book that has driven some of the world's smartest people to madness. The Voynich Manuscript, discovered in the early 1900s, holds hundreds of pages filled with strange plants, unknown symbols, and a flowing script written in a language no one has ever spoken. Codebreakers, cryptographers, artificial intelligence, historians, none have cracked it. Some call it the work of a forgotten civilization. Others think it was an elaborate prank, but whoever wrote it knew exactly what they were doing. The letters repeat like real language. The structure is sound. It is not gibberish. It is simply untranslatable. In 1901, sponge divers off the coast of Greece found a shipwreck. Among broken jars and rusted coins was a strange lump of bronze fused with coral. At first it looked worthless, but once cleaned, something shocking emerged. Inside were gears, real, interlocking gears, precisely cut. What they uncovered became the Antikythera Mechanism, a device over 2,000 years old, designed to track stars and planets, predict eclipses, and map the moon. In simple terms, it was a computer. Not from the Renaissance or the 1800s, but from ancient Greece. And here is the mystery. Nothing like it appeared again for over 1,000 years. It is like finding a smartwatch in a Bronze Age village. Who built it? Where did the knowledge come from? And what else have we lost to time? In 2011, a Swedish diving crew scanning the Baltic Sea picked up something strange on sonar. A massive circular object, 60 meters wide, with sharp angles, a ramp, even steps carved into its side. At first they thought it was a shipwreck, but ships are not perfectly symmetrical. This looked more like a UFO. When divers went down, things grew stranger. Lights flickered, radios cut out, compasses spun wildly. One diver passed out. Others described an unnatural silence, as if the ocean itself had stopped breathing. Experts dismissed it as a natural rock formation. But no rock interferes with electronics, and no natural formation looks like this. To this day, it remains at the bottom of the sea, unexplained, untouched, and waiting. High in the Andes near Cusco, Peru, stands a wall unlike any on Earth. Not tall, not decorated, but built with impossible precision. Enormous stones, some as large as cars, others heavier than jets, fit together so tightly not even a razor blade can pass between them. No mortar, just solid rock locked like a puzzle, with curves and complex angles. Built by the Inca civilization, an ancient people with no iron tools, no wheels, no writing. They were supposed to be a Stone Age society. Yet this wall has survived brutal earthquakes that reduced nearby buildings to rubble. It did not even crack. Modern engineers need cranes and computers to mimic such precision. The Incas did it with stone hammers and bare hands. No one knows how or why. Some believe this was knowledge passed down from something far more advanced. In the Siberian forest lies a hill no animal will approach. Locals call it the Fire Eagle's Nest. A cone-shaped mound over 130 feet tall, built of stone. At the top sits a smooth dome that looks artificial. The ground around it is scorched, as if something exploded there. But there are no volcanoes, no impact craters, no reason for it to exist. Stranger still, compasses spin out of control, GPS fails, trees twist into unnatural shapes. Birds will not nest here. Animals will not pass through. Some scientists suggest an ancient underground explosion. Others believe it is artificial, but not man-made. Attempts to study it fail. Equipment breaks. Researchers grow ill. Locals whisper it is cursed. Others believe something is buried deep beneath, something we were never meant to find. In the deserts of western China, near a dried salt lake, rises a mountain with metal pipes embedded in the rock. Not scattered debris, actual pipes running deep into the mountain, others plunging straight into the lake bed. When tested, they were dated to over 150,000 years old, long before cities, farming, or tools. By all logic, there should have been no technology then, yet these pipes were built with purpose. Some are joined with T-shaped connectors. Others are welded with heat, something no known people of that time could do. The Chinese government claimed they were fossilized tree roots that absorbed metal, but roots do not form perfect cylinders. They do not connect like plumbing. And they do not weld together. So who built them? What were they for? And why in the middle of nowhere? 7 discoveries, 7 impossible mysteries, from books written in unreadable languages to machines centuries ahead of their time. From walls carved with impossible precision to pipes buried long before humans were supposed to exist. These things are not myths. They are real. They sit in museums, lie beneath oceans, and hide in forests. And though science tries to explain them away, each one leaves us with the same truth. We do not know our own past. The world is older, stranger, and far less understood than we dare to admit.